I hope you're ready to get started. We are going to do our sight words first, and you are going to get out your sidewalk chalk and black construction paper. If you have a parent with you, then they can go outside, then you could bring your chalk and write on the sidewalk or in the driveway, but you have to take a parent. If they're busy, then you're just going to write on the black paper with your chalk, which is still pretty cool. So, our first word we're going to write is like. L-I-K-E, like. Our next word is when. W-H-E-N, when. Our next word is am. A-M, am. Our next word is of. O-F, of. And our last word is go. G-O, go. Okay, and if you're not done writing those, you can pause the video and finish writing them. And when you're ready, just go ahead and hit play. So our first movement break, now that we just rocked out at writing, we are going to do the windmill pose. So if you look at this girl, she's got her feet apart, and she's reaching down to touch. Well, I can't touch my foot, but I'm going to try. Wow, that's a good stretch. That's good. Okay. If you want to do the mermaid pose, that sounds fun, or the cobra pose, you can go ahead and hit pause and then try to copy what they're doing with their body just to get you stretched out and ready for reading. Great job.
All right, friends, we're going to work on our reading now. Today for reading, we're going to talk about asking questions. We have to learn how to ask questions because good readers ask questions to help them understand and to learn more about what they're reading, okay? So when is a good time to ask questions about what you're reading? Well, it's always a good time to ask a question at the beginning, before you even read the book. You can look at the title and then ask a question about what you think that book might be about, okay? It's a good time to ask questions in the middle of the book. When you're going through it while you're reading, it's a good time to ask yourself questions. And even at the end of the book, you can ask questions that you wonder now that you've learned what the story's about. So before we get started, we're going to talk about our question words. Question words are important because you have to use them in order to ask a question, okay? So some of our question words are who, like who is that person? What, like what is in the present? When does it start? Where is he? Why is the sky blue? And how old are you? You need these question words because if you were to go up to someone and you say, I am 5 years old, is that a question? No, because you're telling them something. You're not asking them something. When we ask questions, we use our question words. Okay, so we're going to look at our book, Healthy Kids. If we were to start reading this book, which we've already read it so you know what it's about, but if we were to look at this book and get ready to read it, and we wanted to ask a question about the book before we started, we would say, I wonder, right? I wonder what this story is going to be about. Or I wonder who the person is on the cover of the story, okay? Or I wonder why she's flying a kite. Or I wonder where she is. Okay, those are all questions that we could ask about the book. All right, so let's look at the story again, okay, and see if we can find some questions we can ask about the middle of the book. So I'm going to open the book to the pages. They're up here on the board too, okay? The pages about their homes, okay? What are some questions we could possibly think in our brain to ask about these pictures on the page or the words? It says, a safe, clean home protects us from the cold, wind, and rain, okay? Well, in my brain, if I were to look at this picture right here, the one on top, okay, I would be asking where they live because it looks really cold there, okay? I would be asking maybe how, my question words, right? We used our question words. How big is that home, okay? Or how many people live in there, okay? And if we looked over here, I might ask the same thing, how high is that window? That's a question we could ask because he's looking out his window, right? Or why is that house painted those colors? Those are just different questions we can ask using our question words. There aren't any wrong questions. It's okay to ask questions, okay? And then if we go to the very end after we get done reading, we can always ask other questions, maybe more that we would like to learn about what we've already talked about, okay? So we could say, I wonder, okay? So I wonder who this little boy is on the back of the book, right? Okay, or I wonder where he lives. Okay, they're all questions we can ask. We just have to remember to use our question words. Remember, good readers ask questions to help them understand.
All right, guys, I hope you're ready for writing. You need your blue book out to page 47 where we've been working, and you should have your 2 sentences done already about something fun that you did with your family. So I'm going to reread mine just so I make sure I know what I'm going to draw. This summer, I went swimming with my family. We played Marco Polo. If you don't know what Marco Polo is, it's a game where you play tag in the pool, but the person that's tagging has their eyes closed. So it's super fun. If you haven't played it, remember it. But I'm drawing a picture of that, right? Because that is what I wrote about, so my picture has to match my writing. So first, I'm going to draw the swimming pool. Okay, there's the swimming pool. I'm going to draw me and my brother and my sister. Okay, and we are playing. Okay, yours is going to look better than mine. I'm just trying to go fast so that you have more time to draw your picture. Okay, so that's us swimming in the pool. And I can't forget, it's a nice, oh, that's neon. It's a nice summer day, so I'm going to draw the sun. And when you do yours, you can add some more detail. I just don't want you to waste your time watching me and want you to work on your own. So you can hit pause and then draw your picture and make sure it has to do with your words. And then you will be all done with writing. So then up next is self-selected reading. So you're going to go to that YouTube channel and pick out a book to listen to, or you can get a book from your box and read that by yourself. And then when you're done reading that, you're going to color in the 4th fence post, because today's Thursday, and tomorrow you will, hopefully maybe you'll read with somebody at home tomorrow or sometime over the weekend, and when you do that, then you can fill in this last fence post, and then you will have all 5 days for the week. Okay, that's it for today. Happy Thursday. Have a good weekend.